What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Takara Tomy Transformers Masterpiece MP-56 Plus Riggorus, or their version of a Diaclone Trailbreaker. So this was sent to me by Dr. Diecast. Thanks for letting me take a look at your copy. This is an interesting character and figure. This is actually a Decepticon, which I didn't even know, and it's a medic for the Decepticon team. I don't know if it's got any lore or background story, but that's what it says on the packaging anyway. And this is interesting also because it's actually a mix of Masterpiece Trailbreaker and Masterpiece Hoist. It's got pieces from both molds, and I'll show you that later when I bring in those figures for comparison. But first, let's take a look around this figure. You got the nice chrome grille with the translucent lights. We don't get the replacement grille on this one for the Toon look because he never appeared in the Toon. Yellow paint, and I did turn down my lighting just so you could see the yellow paint a little bit better. Translucent blue glass all the way around. That looks really good. Very nicely done tampo detail with the turbo 4-wheel drive. You got the black stripe with the colors, and it goes up over here this time. They didn't do that on Trailbreaker. Nice silver rims. Side marker lights there. On the back we've got Toyota and then the red rear tail lights. Overall, it's a very good looking vehicle. It does roll nicely. The doors are interesting because it's got the cutout that Hoist has up here, but you still open the door and it's got a roof. So it's interesting. The door has the T-top built into the door. If you open this up, you can see there's a little cavity there, and they do advertise that you can put the minifigures from MP-44. I don't have those, so I'm putting in my Spike from MP-10. But you can sit in there. Now, I don't know why he's riding around in a Decepticon medic, but you can put him in there and you can drive around. We can also slide down the grill, and like I mentioned, we don't get a replacement grill this time, but we can slide this forward. Oops. And it's always tight when you're first doing it. There we go. And there's the engine. Nice painted black and silver. Nice detail in there. Pretty cool. But that's really it for features in vehicle mode. And for a quick size comparison, there it is next to the MP-10 Optimus Prime. My Magic Square is in robot mode right now. And the Masterpiece Trailbreaker and Hoist. And here's where I'll kind of show you the parts that they borrowed. So you can see, obviously, the roof, the top part is similar to Trailbreaker, but not quite. You can see that there's different panels and lines. If you come to the bottom here, you can see they borrowed the legs from Hoist, not Trailbreaker. I mentioned the door, they've got the cutout, right? So the roof is like Hoist. You can see they've got that cutout there. So yeah, I mean, there's parts that are different. So even though it's a quote-unquote Diaclone Trailbreaker, a lot of the parts are taken from Hoist. But then it's got that roof part that looks like Trailbreaker. So I just found that interesting. And then the fact that it's a Decepticon is something I didn't even know this character existed. But there you go. All right, now let's get this guy transformed into robot mode. And since it is a different transformation ever so slightly from Hoist, because it's got some Trailbreaker parts and some Hoist parts, we're going to do it on camera just so you can see how it's done. So let's start with the hood here. Go ahead and pull down on this bumper. Lift up the hood. You're going to fold these in, and then you can put the hood back and the bumper back. Open up the doors. You're going to unpick it from here and unpick it from here. Fold this open. Fold down this yellow panel, and then fold in the blue panel. All right, same on this side. Open this up. Fold this out. Fold down the yellow, and then the blue. Now we're ready to take care of the back here. Come to here, and you can pop these panels out from here. They're also pegged in underneath here. That allows you to take all of this and lift this up. You can see there's some parts stored in there, which is new. So the way this is designed is different than both, not only just Trailbreaker, but also from Hoist. It's not the same for either one. So lift this up. We can open up this panel here. That allows you to take the legs and slide this down. We're basically going to separate the legs from the arms. The arms will stay behind. And we're going to fold here at the waist, bring this all the way forward until it comes straight like that. On the side here, we're going to lift up on these panels and tab them in. Tab them in here. Tab them in and tab this in here. And you might notice I've got some stickers on here. That's because I'm doing this transformation after the fact, so ignore those stickers for now. Rotate the foot down, come to the bottom, close up that panel, come to the back, close up that panel. Those are the legs pretty much done. Now we'll take care of the upper body. Fold those to the side. We're going to come to the inside here and we're going to fold out these arms. They're on a double hinge. You can see the double hinge right there. So untab this from here. Bring this out. And bring this out. So it sits all the way out. We can rotate the arm down and actually open up all of this. So unpeg this clip from right here and then unpeg this from down here. We're going to rotate this around and it's going to end up pegging in. It's a very strange system. Not a big fan of how it works, but because it's a little bit disorienting, but get this folded out. So you have the arm facing forward. You're going to slide down the arm ever so slightly. Rotate the arm to the front, and then we're going to come to the top here, rotate this panel up, and get it tabbed in right here. So it pegs in like that. Then we can bring around the rest of the panel to the back, and this little tab is just going to sit back here. So it should look something like that. This panel is going to rotate and sit kind of on an angle. So coordinate it up and then just sit it back like that. All right, so that's one arm done. Right now we got both arms taken care of. We can take care of this middle section here. So pull the head up and come to the inside here. Push this T panel in. And then we're going to take this head, and this has a cover on it because there's chrome on the head. When you first take this out, you'll have that cover. But rotate the head. So it goes through like this. And you kind of have to rotate the top and the middle at the same time to get it to fit through. That's how it goes in. And then this has to make its way up. So lift up the head, bring this panel all the way up. And this head's going to accordion back down and make its way into here and sit right under that panel. So you should get that panel flush. Right. Come to the inside, we're going to take these doors. These are going to flip around and end up on the inside like his abs, basically. So I have both of them like this. And this is similar to a hoist transformation. So open this up. That's going to angle back so you can see those exposed red pieces in there. Bring this down and come to the backpack here, and we'll take care of this. Bring this, swing this around, and open this up. Bring your arms forward, just to give yourself a little room, but we're going to take this and flip this to the other side. You can fold this backpack out of the way. Flip to the end, there's a slot and a tab. This is new, by the way. Tab that in, and then rotate that up. To take care of this, we're going to open this up. These are going to fold to the front. This is going to accordion back onto the backpack and sit flat like this. These are going to come to the inside and they just have to be angled a little bit. They're going to get this folded back over, and then this armature is going to sit on top of this yellow piece. Like that. Right, same on this side. Get the arm out of the way. Fold this in. Make sure this makes its way on top of the armature. And then that's going to sit back like that. Come to the inside here, and we can straighten up these arms now. So make sure you have it so that the flat yellow panel is facing forward. It's very easy to get disoriented on those arms. It should look like that. Come to the back here. There's 2 tabs on the bottom of the backpack and a slot right here. So make sure you have the inner panels lined up. They actually sit inside the arms. There's 2 little grooves on the inside of the shoulders. So make sure those are fitting right there. This is going to come down. And make sure everything's lined up. And we'll tab this into his backpack. And you should get a nice click out of that. There we go. So that looks like that. Come to the front and we'll take care of his... Look at his head, not quite right. Okay. And last little bit, we'll take care of his little weapons on his back. So go ahead and grab these chrome weapons. And these are going to fit in. You can see there's a little groove right on top of this. That aligns with a tiny circular bump on the inside. That's how you know which way it goes. So this should be the top. I'm going to slide this over. Just hold this together. It's a tight fit, so you're going to have to hold this, but slide this together. And then same thing on the other side. All right, and there's Riggorus in his robot mode. And it is kind of goofy. I mean, he is mostly hoist mold here with the legs and the arms. And pretty much everything except for this backpack is the same as hoist. So he does get that same goofiness to him that hoist has. But it does look a lot like the Diaclone robot. Got some nice paint detail here. Starting at the head, we got the chrome for these weapons. That looks really good. I do find they're a little bit crooked. I think it's the plastic is bent. I do have them in there correctly, but the chrome looks nice. It's just slightly off kilter there. You have metallic red for the visor and then chrome for the ears. That looks good. Same yellow paint we saw here earlier. Silver paint for the arms with a red stripe here. We're going to add the stickers, which Dr. Diecast asked me to put on, but I wanted to show you what it looked like before we had the stickers. You got silver down here for the legs. This is just red plastic. It actually looks a little bit cheap because there's sprue marks and stuff, but this looks nice. Nice red paint on it. Silver paint here on the shin. Here's the back. It does clean up pretty nicely overall. But let's get these stickers on there. I just wanted to show you what it looked like before it, but in case you're wondering, those are in the instructions. So if you flip to this side here, right there shows you where all the stickers go. Mostly on the doors, a little bit on the legs. So we'll get those installed and then we'll take a look. And there you have them with the stickers, and I definitely think this adds something to it. Given that this is a, toy style toy, we want to have this. There's some detail here. This sticker actually was intended to be here according to the instructions. I just thought it was silly to put it on top of sculpted detail, so I didn't put it there. I just moved it up a little. You have these 3 stickers on the doors, which actually look really nice. The detail on that is definitely good to see. None of these stickers, by the way, are visible in the robot mode other than this one on the chest. Decepticon symbol. I did ask him because I wasn't sure. It also gives you a G2 symbol if you want to put that on. And he preferred this, so that looks pretty good. And then you got these 2 on the legs. Now the instructions say to put one on this top of this weapon. I think that's silly to cover up the nice chrome. So I didn't put one there. And I don't think he would want one there, but you have that option if you want. But overall, it looks way better with the stickers. Let's go over his articulation and some of the features. Starting at the top here, these weapons can fold down and they can rotate on this joint, which I really like. I like that you can pose those weapons. And then same for this one. This one's on a hinge back here and then a hinge up here. So again, you can pose that however you see fit. For the arms, they rotate around on this joint here. There's a hinge that goes up to here. He's very awkward and, you know, bumbly at the top just because of, and it's the same as hoist, you know, no difference there. You have an in and out movement here at the shoulder, but it's held up by the door. So that's kind of what's holding this joint up. It's just a little weird the way they did it. But you can rotate this joint. And then once you rotate it, now you have a butterfly joint, unintentional butterfly joint out of that. So if you get it kind of misconfigured, you can fake a butterfly joint, but I don't know if I'd give them the credit for that. You have a rotation here at the bicep. This panel can move in and out of the way. So you can have it back like that or forward, up and down. You can kind of do it whatever you need. You do have a elbow joint here with a cover down piece, and then you have, due to this joint at the elbow or at the shoulder, you get a double jointed elbow. It's a fake, but it works. Your rotation at the wrist, in out movement at the wrist, you can extend these out if you want extendo arms, and later we'll show you the accessories. For the hands, you get 2 pins at each finger. The bottom 3 fingers are connected together, and then the top finger is separated so you can point. Thumb is on a hinge. Coming to the waist, there is nothing at the waist, just like hoist. He's pretty much has no waist, so no waist rotation, no ab crunch. The legs can rotate at a joint here. They can lift up on the yellow joint out to there on friction. Forward and backward, not much, because that's utilizing this joint for the hip kick. So it gets up to there. You have a covered on piece there. Back to there, not much back. And I mentioned out to the side, you have rotation. You have a single jointed knee, but it gets you well past 90 degrees. If you combine that with the ankle joint, you can get it all the way. You have 1, 2, 3, I think 2 clicks. Yeah, 2 clicks at the ankle. And then you have a tilt. The tilt does kind of lock in at this point, so you can't really get it in between. It's either here or here. As far as accessories, we get a couple of things here. We get this chrome blaster. You get 2 of these. Actually looks pretty nice. You can pull out on the arm, lift up on the hand, and then this will slide on top. So you get that look. Same on this side. Lift this up and get this attached here. So you can be double wielding. And we also get this, which is kind of like the cool thing about this figure, is this force shield. It looks really nice. It's done in fluorescent translucent green. This will just clip onto the front of his chest right here. And then you have that look. And I think that does look pretty cool. And for your size comparison, there it is next to the Masterpiece Trailbreaker and Hoist. Yes, I did transform these. You're welcome. And you can see it is sized closer to Hoist here. And overall, the sculpt and the mold is mostly Hoist with a little bit of Trailbreaker for the back. And because it's tradition, let's bring in Optimus Prime from Magic Square so you can see how they scale with him. So final recommendations on the Takara Tomy Transformers Masterpiece Riggorus. This is a tough one to give a 4, but I'm going to give it a 4. It really does work as a toy Diaclone figure. The stickers definitely help, kind of push it over the edge on that toy look. I really like this shield. It's a very unique accessory. We haven't gotten anything like this in the Masterpiece line. Lots of nice chrome. I do wish they made the legs chrome as well to match this, the arms and legs. That would have been a nice touch to just get it all chrome. But I understand why they put the silver, because they didn't want to scratch up the chrome. But still, that would have been a nice addition. But other than that, pretty nice. One thing I still don't like about this, which is the same issue I had with the Hoist figure, is all this gappage on the side, and the fact that the doors are holding up the arm. It's just a weird, he's just clunky, but I guess it's accurate. It was meant to be clunky, that's what this mold is. So if that's your kind of thing, then I think you might enjoy this, especially if you collected the toy style versions from Takara Tomy, or the Diaclone versions. But that's really it for today. Thanks to Dr. Diecast for sending this for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.